Yes. For a while, with this 100th year coming up for women to vote, I didn't realize, how, important that was the women fought for us to have this right. And I'm very grateful that, whatever matters to me, that I cannot be silent about it. I have a voice. Women, as far as I've known, from way back, we've always been in the back, behind the men. But I see a change coming where women are in leadership roles now and more. And I'm very hopeful to see more change, with women doing more in our society.
Tell us about the first time that you voted, if you remember.
Oh, the first time I voted, I was at Carver School High School.
First time I voted, I was actually a mother at the time, so I always vote, whether it's early voting or not, because if you talk politics, you really can't say anything to anybody if they don't vote.
The reason why I used to not vote, because I get confused on which one I'm supposed to vote.
I never voted before. Honestly, I feel like no matter what, if I voice my opinion, I feel like everything will remain the same anyway. So that's why I feel like I haven't voted yet.
I'm not able to vote because of my status in this country, but I'm looking forward to the point in my life where I can actually, be a part of big choices like that and be able to vote.
I didn't vote until, I think some of my older kids got to discussing things that was going to be voted on.
My parents and my grandparents were very adamant when we turned 18. They'd go down and register to vote. It meant a lot to them at that time. I just did it because they said that we need to go down there and register.
So I turned 18 and we had an away game and they was actually using my high school, East Forsyth High School, for one of the voting places. So I actually got to play in the game and then come straight back to my high school and then I went to vote.
Looking back, I was 19 at the time. I was full of ideals, the world the way it should be. Never mind all these troubles we have, but the world it should be.
So the first time I voted, it was for Barack Obama in 2008. And I remember it was raining and I had my son, my first child, and we went down to, it was an elementary school. And I was so excited and nervous, but I really wanted my vote to count. I really felt like my vote mattered.
That was really the first memory that I had was when Barack Obama ran for president the first time. I remember that being really empowering.
I do remember going to vote for President Obama and that feeling really special.
I'm 16 years old, and voting to me is extremely important. To the women and black women in my culture, it's been fighting and a struggle to get our voices heard and to get what we think and need out there.
Voting is something that not everybody has the privilege to do, but it's a really important thing to do because you get to make really important choices for things that are going on in your life. I didn't really know the impact of my vote then. It was just like a rite of passage that I got to do it, like getting your license or something like that.
I never heard my mother even mention vote. And so I even went home and asked my parents, I said, do you all vote? And she said no.
As I got older and truly understood the meaning of what it means to vote, is when I really started voting every year. That my voice matters and I have a place in this society and that I could help our community as well.
And no matter how hard it gets, with raising my children, whether you have help or whether you don't have help, your children are you. And you need to make sure you instill everything, all kinds of values, give them the resources that they need to be productive members in society.
I think we've actually had to become more of the stronger role in society. And it's not by our choosing.
There has been some improvement, As far as me, as far as the LGBT, I feel like the fact that I'm male going on female is a little bit more difficult because, we always trying to get respect anyway from everybody else.
No matter if you're pink, purple, orange, gray, women need to have a stronger role in the community and get respect just as much as the men that run the community.
I do think that women have come quite a ways. But of course, there's still more work to be done.
Well, I definitely have seen women taking more position of power.
More and more women are in leadership roles, and they are great leaders.
I want there to be a female president by the time I have kids.
From coming here to trying to make it out in this country, I think that if I have a daughter, it's going to be different for her because she's not going to have like as many struggles as I have.
My hope for my daughters is that they achieve their greatest dreams, and there's room for them to live freely and bravely and to have peace.
They always say, you know, when women get together, it's a cat fight. I think we need to change that stigma. When we get together, we empower each other to move forward in our community.
I feel like if we inspire one another, if we are there for one another, and if we can lend a hand whenever, no matter what the terms or conditions, if we could just make a vow to always be there.
Once we realize that you're no different than I am, no matter our race, creed, any of that, you know what I'm saying? I think it's very powerful. It's power in numbers. Unity is what's gonna help to bring it together.
As we celebrate 100 I can't believe that. That's a huge length of time, and it feels like we've come a long way, like I said, but we have a long way to go. I think the biggest thing I would say is if we want to go for change in another 100 years and we really want to see a difference, that the secret sauce would be supporting each other, full bore. In the workplace, like I said, in the community, in the household, because I think that, you know, our daughters and our sons are going to see that example. And so I think that that would be the best thing that we can do, and everybody else will follow suit. But we have to kind of join together and unite and be really, really, really supportive and put all drama aside, gossip aside, differences aside, or at least celebrate each other's differences, you know, at the end of the day.